press or type any character, it should be received on the other side, receiver, and that will be displayed on the monitor through the board. Again, it has to go through the board. So pin cell registers, you should see pin cell 0. So if you have that sheets, you can open that and check. So why this value has been set for that pin cell register. So transmission as well as receiving lines 0101 you are going to place in that port register. For that reason, it is to be set. This is IO direction. We are making it as FF. Then U0 LCR, line control register. So why that value 83 has come. So all these things we have discussed in the last class. If you want, I'll just run through once that sheet. So why that values have come, because I don't think so you remember those things. One second. So this was the sheet which we discussed last class. Why that values have come. 0101, that is 5 in pin cell 0. And then vector address, 5th bit, you have to IRQ bit enable. So why the 20 value has come. So we AR'd with this 20, 14th slot in the previous program. So here this 20 is going to be AR'd with 6. So for that reason, you have to use this. So it will be assigned in the vector control register for the priority thing. So VIC int enable, interrupt enable. So 6th bit is enabled. So that is the reason you have to store 40 in the program. In the program, you will see this value, VIC int enable 40. And then UART register, U0 LCR. So just now we've seen line control register. So why we have to set 83 in that. So 83, so this bit position 7, if it is 1, it is enabled. If it is 0, it is disabled. And these two bit positions, 0th and for one position, we are using 1, 1 because we are using 8-bit character length. So that is the reason that 83 value has come. So the same register will be storing 03 sometimes. So that is for disable. Then IIR register. So whether the interrupt is pending or not pending based on that, and then whether it is a receive or transmission, then 001010. So and with that values to check whether it is a receive state or transmission state, that we are going to use. So these are the default values. DLL and DLM will hold. Then you have IER, interrupt enable register. So in that you will be having 03 as the value. So because both receiving and transmission you are performing, so that bit position you have to put the value as 1. So this is what we discussed in the last class. Where is it? This is so you can again that same program is from 1 second. Where is that? So IO, this is UO LCR 83. First time we are doing for enabling UO, U0 DLM and then U0 DLL. These two are used for baud rate, setting the baud rate. So again, you are disabling using line control register. So that is the reason you can find 3 here. So 83 for enabling, 3 for disabling. Then IER, UO IER 0x03, that is interrupt enable, to make it as both transmit and receive. So both the transmission and receiver interrupt should work. For that reason, the value is 0x03. So that should be stored in IER register. So you know vector address 0 register should be assigned with the starting of the address of the interrupt service routine. So the name given for that interrupt service routine is UART interrupt. So again, we are using the same format we had seen in the last. Then vector control 0 register. So 20 R with 6. This is VIC interrupt enable 40. So we had seen why that value should come. And we are using 2 flags, receive flag and transmitter flag. Initially, those 2 values are 0, 0. So both receive for receiver 1 flag and for transmitter 1 flag. So again, we are running with a loop to check. We are waiting for the flag to set or clear the flag. if the flag is set, you're going to clear the flag. Again, wait for the transmit flag to set and then clear the flag. So this is the loop you have written, while Rx underscore flag equals to 0. So if that is 0, you are going to set the receive flag. So if the receive flag, that means if the receive interrupt occurs, you're going to set the receive flag. Or if the transmit flag is going to occur, you set the transmit flag. So for that reason, this loop is done. And this is the actual ISR or service routine you are writing for the transmission and receiver process to happen. So you have a temporary register. In that, you will be having the value U0 IIR. So what this U0 IIR register will contain means interrupt information identification register. It is a interrupt identification register. That means which interrupt has occurred, whether it is a transmit interrupt or receive interrupt. That information will be present in the IIR register. So what are the values for transmission and transmitting and receiving? So if IIR has 2, it is considered as transmission. And if IIR value has 4, then it is considered as receiving. So based on that, this action is going to happen. So it is comparing the temp value with 02. So what 02 indicates means it is in the transmission mode. Then your transmission flag will become FF. That means set. If temp equals to 04. So if IIR register has the value 4, then your temp equals to 4. What it does is a receiving operation is or interrupt is raised. So receiver buffer, it sets the value to the transmission register. So then that RX flag will be set. See, you need to understand here, there are 2 operations that is going to perform or interrupts that will be occurring. One is transmission and the other one is receiving. So when that transmission will occur means if the value is 2 in the IIR register. So IIR means it is interrupt identification register. So that the main function of that IIR is to identify which interrupt has occurred. So it is going to check the value of IIR. So in the IIR, if the value 2 is available, transmitter interrupt has occurred. So in the IIR register, if 4 is available, receiver interrupt has occurred. Only that is the meaning. So accordingly, you are going to set the respective flag bits or flag variables. So whether it is a transmitter or receiver. So when you receive something, that should be transmitted. So that is the reason you are copying the buffer receiver buffer register value to the transmitter register. So if it is a receive mode, if temp equals to 4, it is receiving something. So that content it will be available in U0 RPR register, should be copied to U0 THR, that is transmitter register. Once you transmit that will be available on the screen. So whichever, when you execute the program, a screen will be available on your monitor. On that monitor, so that will be received and displayed. Whatever the keys you press from the keyboard, the same character will be displayed on the monitor on the desktop on your monitor. A window will be open. In that window, the values will be displayed. So that is how this program is going to work. So